All right. Man, might as well do that.
Yeah, you might as well.
Anyways, hello everyone.
All right.
As you can see, we're on. We're on Duck's channel tonight. Duck,
That's
you better
right.
post your. Yeah, Duck, you better post this on in the. In
Oh,
YouTube.
Yeah, this
Yes.
way.
Oh,
Of
course.
we've got,
Everything's backwards.
YouTube
we've
board.
got some interesting college football.
Yeah, it's
news.
because
Oh yeah, I was about to say that earlier, Kirby, but yeah, we got college football stuff.
There's some
Mhm.
interesting news.
Texas and Oklahoma want to leave the Big 12 for the SEC.
Yeah, boy.
I mean,
Here comes
dude, what's
Money.
even weird? Want to know something ironic? I freaking make fake college football teams, and I have both Oklahoma and Texas in the West Division of the Big Ten.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know Tree is streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should add it.
You're just streaming a Dodger just finished streaming like 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. We're live.
Yeah.
We just started.
No
Anyways,
spoilers. No spoilers.
I'm not
Yes.
spoiling
We will
anything.
yeah, of course. First, quick warning, guys. There will be.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Stop.
Enough. Jeez.
I'm shaking out the salt.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here.
Don't share this. No, don't share this.
No, not-
You want to?
I'm
The
talking
ticker.
about the board.
Yeah. So the ticker.
The board I made.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, that.
I'm not.
Calm your non-existent tits.
Yes. Here we are.
Also, watch
Oh, wait.
because it's on TV. I'm
Wait,
keeping
what
an eye on the background.
What kind of board is what?
They're booing.
I used
Gary
Excel. Don't worry about it. I have all the possible selections there, but the problem is the majority of the people already know. And
Yeah.
Gary Bettman is on. Boo him.
Bettman. He is
Boo
being
this
Boo
booed.
this man. Boo him.
Hey, Benny.
Booed.
No. Oh, it's him. Oh, of course. Screw
There we
him.
go.
Send him to Fidel.
You know,
Are you okay?
I
I'm
think
fine.
he's. What sucks, Gary Bettman's probably the second best commissioner in sports. Maybe the best.
Mm-hmm. Let's do the feed.
Anyways, all right. Hopefully, we don't crap our pants during this stream.
No,
I'm
there'll be a
not
lot
too
of
sure.
shit.
So,
I
of
have,
course.
I have the toilet over
so-
here just in case.
Well, hopefully, you guys are fine. Ping me when we get. Duck, ping me to get onto the stream and yell at me when at the dumbass picks for the following teams: Jets, Nets, Canucks, Habs.
Yes.
You said Jets, Canucks, Habs.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, just those three teams. I can ping in the chat.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
I was trying to decide what to do earlier, but I found this hiding away in my closet, so I decided to break it
Oh,
out.
did you?
Yes, it's been a while, and this is the.
Ping me and let me.
Okay.
I am ready to see
Okay,
what kind
so-
of move they make. I am prepared for it to be absolutely screwy.
So what's the order
Absolutely.
of teams that are going to be drafted? Is it going to be in alphabetical order or is it
Yeah,
random?
they did it in
I believe
alphabetical
so.
order.
Yeah.
Unlike
So we are starting with Arizona. No,
we're gonna
Anaheim.
start with Colorado.
Anaheim.
No,
No.
we're
You're
starting
starting
with
with Anaheim.
Colorado.
Why?
It's order of mascots.
Oh, for
come
you?
on.
Bull crap. Are you serious?
So they're not actually going in alphabetical order.
Well, they are in terms of the team names.
The
Mascots.
hell is?
Oh,
hell is,
I see what you're
what's
saying
this-
now. I got you.
what's
Yeah.
So here
What's-
Yes,
is
it's Avalanche
all
first.
So who's picking first?
Avalanche, then Blackhawks, then Blue Jackets.
Well,
Wait, are they
Seattle's
actually
doing the picking, but the
Yeah, are
Avalanche
they-
Well, yeah,
is
you
are
know,
the first victims.
yeah, we know what he means though.
Yeah, we know.
This is a very interesting bunch for me because you have Landeskog, who's clearly just wants out of
Mhm.
Colorado. He's their captain. He's been producing alongside Rantanen and McKinnon. But
Exactly.
the problem is they're an interesting team to me. They have so many veterans that they can pluck from. They have so many youth players that they can fill in. It's basically like they're going to. It feels like they're going to lose a part of them, regardless. It's just what part do they lose?
Hey, Reckoning.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you which minor team is on this baseball?
What minor team?
Yeah.
All right,
what
so there
team?
you go. They select one player from each of the 30 NHL teams, except for Vegas. You must select at least 14
I
forwards,
can't tell what
9
that logo
defensemen,
is.
3 goaltenders.
Can you read
The other
the
4 players could be
the
any
favorite?
position.
Hang on. It's sidebar. It's not how. Is it? Oh, Vancouver. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, the
Vancouver
Vancouver
Canadians.
Canadians. Sorry.
This
Vancouver
was before.
Canadiens.
This is before that they became affiliate with the Jays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I
Nice.
actually don't mind my swap. This is my first baseball ball.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your first
Nice.
baseball
There you go.
ball.
Your
Yeah,
first
baseball-
baseball ball. How does that make sense?
That's kind of redundant.
I have no
Hell,
idea.
have
The
you
thing
been
is called
doing
a baseball.
I'm
It's not
not-
a baseball ball. Hey,
Okay,
Doug,
okay. Yay,
Hey, Doug, when it
Yay,
comes
we
to
got
football
the
ball.
But basically, I got this.
That was a perfect time to
went to the
use
first
that banner right there.
This is my first minors ball, which this was before the Canadiens went to become affiliated with the Jays.
Yeah.
But okay, who were they associated with before the Jays? I forgot about that.
the Expos, perhaps?
Hang on.
Yeah.
When they're close to Seattle, so I was thinking maybe them.
Yeah,
Like it's
but-
right across the border.
exactly.
But
I
like
just
if the
watched-
NFL gets a minor league, I think that's what Seattle's minor league team should be in Vancouver.
There is a minor league. They call it the NCAA.
But no, an actual minor league like AAA baseball, not stupid ass college.
Hey, can you guys hear that
Oh,
TV through
I
this
think they were.
mic?
No, I can't. I
Ooh.
can't hear. it.
Okay, that's great.
Ooh, yes.
Although at the
Okay,
same
you
time, I
guys
left
wanna-
here. The left ear of my
Guys, you wanna
headphones is
know- I
busted.
don't know. You guys want to know who these guys were affiliated with before Jays?
Seattle.
A's.
Oh,
The
Oakland.
Yeah, the Athletic.
Okay,
So
okay,
that will be. You'll be bringing back some good
They
memories
were-
if you do this,
they're affiliated with the future, with the future Las Vegas Athletics.
or the future Vancouver Athletics.
No, they're not going to go to Canada.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Who's the first pick?
Well, they have
they
Kevin Weeks.
They haven't announced it yet.
So
When were
what's
they
with
announced?
the? So
I don't
what's
have the
with
stream on, so I
small-
don't know what's
What's
happening.
with the big black part on the screen?
What big black part?
The part around the Excel sheet.
Oh, you forgot to put in the basic image behind.
Oh well.
Yeah, well.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a disaster. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going.
I'm gonna put on caps lock. I'm gonna type in some random number, letters. A.
I'm also just excited to see what they have.
There we
They
go.
have Kevin Weeks they brought up. Now they have Ron Francis. You have to wonder what Kevin Weeks going to be doing afterwards. They already poached JT Brown
Yeah.
over. I have to wonder, is Kevin Weeks going to be part of their broadcasting team? Because they've done that. I think they did that before.
All right,
Exactly.
ladies and gentlemen.
The first pick.
Right, let's have this light.
So what's the pick?
They haven't. They
There we
haven't.
go.
They haven't done the picks yet.
Oh.
I'll let you know.
Also, why am I asking? I already know what the picks are.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not.
Don't you
Otherwise I'm gonna
spoil.
make
I'm not saying a damn thing. I'm just saying. I'm
Good.
just saying. Why am I asking?
Because you want to ask questions,
Exactly.
and you have every right to ask questions.
There's no thought police in this chat. They've been exiled.
Wait, what kind of thought police? Like
All
thought
of them.
police or thought police?
They have all.
Okay. From the group, from the chat known as the Gary Bettman, from the chat known as Sportsnet, Gary Bettman has been officially booed. Welcome to the
I think we're
NHL, officially Seattle.
There's
Has
the
there
only,
ever been a good commissioner?
It's shit.
I'm saying,
Yeah, Clarence Campbell.
has there ever been a good commissioner?
Oh, hold on a second. They're doing the Bruins.
yeah,
We're doing the
what?
Bruins first.
and they're
And
announcing
Jeremy
Lazan.
Rosen.
Why are they starting with Boston?
I have no clue.
I think it's by division from last year.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
just,
Yeah,
It's like
Lazan.
Jeremy Rosen,
Lazan, yeah,
defenseman.
yep.
That's interesting. He's as they're showing it here.
Was
He's
there any
only
trade?
24. He's been a decent bottom six player. I really don't
Buffalo
see this
is
as a bad
D.
pick.
He's a D.
All right, Buffalo's next.
Is he right or left? Is he right or left?
Don't know.
I believe they flipped him back and forth. I want to see
Okay,
right now.
okay.
No.
Okay,
Double
there's-
check. Okay,
it
give
is
a double check
Buffalo.
on. So yeah, double check if he is. Guess who? Guess where? Guess who's opening their season with Seattle?
Vegas?
Toronto,
I'm gonna
Vegas.
update the
Vegas.
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 Oh,
Vegas pick. Buffalo. Buffalo pick.
So Buffalo, which player are you going to give a better home?
I'm just wondering how many teams made trades.
okay. I have on the NHL Public Relations Twitter. I can't talk tonight, which is unfortunate because I'm the one hosting this thing.
Oh,
So-
Jamie Olasek. Breaking news is 5-year deal.
5-year
Oh.
deal.
5-year
How
deal
much?
with the crackheads.
Here we go. Wait, huh? Will Borgen defenseman.
Okay, this has to be the trade bait because this
It has to be because
Yeah.
they didn't protect Jack Eichel.
they should. I mean, yes,
Okay, I think they
Eichel's
protected Eichel.
in-
They protected Eichel.
I
I think I got confused with Skinner. Never mind.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
protected Skinner, but I'm just surprised with this only because Borgen is a young defenseman, and they had better players to pick from that list. You have noted Colin Miller. I thought he could have been a good pick, as
Okay,
well as
next.
Tokarski.
All right, hang on. I gotta get the board up.
Also, Doug, if you can do spreadsheets like this, you might as well go ahead and try to run a sim league.
Oh yeah, we need to hang on. We need to run up our own inner fantasy league this next season.
I'm
Oh,
not
hold
talking
on.
about
They-
fantasy league. I'm talking about like
they did
simulation
another-
league, like the GM of the Predators.
Janice
or the-
Chalofsky from the
All
Red
right,
Wings.
guys, we got scores. Thank you, Kirby, for the MLS scores. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Uh, seriously, Inter Miami nil.
Inter
New England,
Milan,
too.
not Miami.
Inter Milan.
I have to say, I like this pick.
City
if I'm
F. New York
there you
City
go, Inter
1,
Miami.
Montreal nil.
Yes, it was.
Club de
Yes,
Foot.
it was New England versus Italy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. I like this pick of Chalowski if I'm Detroit. Chalowski has been just struggling to fit in on their roster, and they still have guys like Juice,
Stetcher.
Timeout.
Ronick.
Okay.
Stitcher,
Next.
I thought could have gone.
Oh, we're going. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, we are actually going with East and West. So they're going first with the Atlantic, I think, right?
Wait.
Aha.
Detroit was in the
They were in
Detroit-
the
Detroit's
Atlantic.
in
They're in the
Atlantic.
Atlantic.
Detroit's
They're
in
doing the
Atlantic.
Atlantic first.
I thought they said they were doing it by last year's division.
No, they're doing it
No.
by this year's division. But I'm
Okay.
but again, I'm just looking
All
at
right,
these.
it looks like we're going to a commercial break.
I think it's
I will-
very. I think it's
Uh,
very
I
fitting.
need to get
It's
myself
very
out of here.
fitting that they had an octopus
All
choose
right.
the Red Wings pick.
Helvetica,
Anyways,
you're gonna be
I'm
going.
out. Yeah, I might as well have. I need to get out of here
all right,
soon.
how
I will
about
be
you?
back.
Don't
I
worry,
will be
we'll
back
work it
probably
out for you.
after the stream.
Okay.
And,
All right. See ya.
hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I need to be back here. So basically, I probably need. So yeah, I'll be done at 6:45. You guys will probably be around post, I think, during that time span.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Wind
In
up.
case
So
you
yeah,
wanted
I
to
will be
know,
fine.
Helvetica, in case you wanted to know, the Cascadia's redheaded stepchild drew with Houston Dynamo last night.
Whitecaps?
Yep.
Decent.
All right.
All right.
I called him.
I will see you guys at the post. At the post.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
See ya.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
And there
Huh.
goes the punishment
With
value.
a show like this, we're gonna need it.
I'm just
All right.
looking at these and
All right,
surprised
so
that
who's gonna be next?
if it's going by
I'm not-
division, I think the next one would be Florida.
Florida.
Florida
Not really
man.
sure.
Yes, but what surprised me is Will Borgen so far. Cholowski, I could see them picking without needing a trade because they had so many different options that just haven't gelled on defense. And the forwards are either really veteran players who haven't been contributing, or they're really too young to make the show, as in Philip Zina.
Right.
So the fact that they snagged away Cholowski, who's one of the Holland picks, if I'm not mistaken, is
Mhm.
great because this helps Detroit have a guy like Juice come back, or even like Mark Stahl if they can get him.
Or Stature. Stature coming back is important too.
Setcher just didn't seem like he really fit there, but that's just from what I saw. But I don't. It's a case where if as long as they picked one of the Holland picks, they were fine, and that's just what
Exactly.
they did. But the Will Borgen one confuses me. I'm surprised. I'd be surprised if they'll come out and say, "Yeah, there's this trade that came along," because to take somebody like that with such great players available, like Tokarski, who really came to his own last year, and I partially want to say that's thanks to goaltending coach Mike Bales.
Right.
It's just again this, unless this kid just suddenly emerged onto the scene like William Karlsson did with Vegas, I have a feeling they're going to regret this pick. But then again, Vegas had that Pulkkinen pick, and that didn't work. So
Right.
They took Thomas Nosek from the Wings.
yes,
Yeah,
but
they
Pulkkinen was from Arizona.
Mhm.
Pulkkinen was dumped to Arizona by Detroit, I think, on waivers. But either way, Borgen
Okay,
probably is
we
going to
are-
be a good trade chip. And we are back.
We are back.
All right.
We are back to this spreadsheet, as Reckoning likes to call it.
It is a spreadsheet.
It's Florida up next, so be prepared.
Let's see.
Florida man.
Florida is up next.
That's what he just said.
Let's see if they've learned
know.
from last time.
There we go. You would think the NHL would be more consistent in their draft boards.
No.
Oh no!
And there is your first goaltender, Chris Drieger.
And also
is
the first,
off the board.
the first question: Florida. Drieger yes, he was injured last year, but he still did better than Bobrovsky, and Knight was pretty raw. So, Florida, I see you've learned nothing from last time.
Although to be fair, their other choice was Sergei Bobrovsky. Although actually, it probably would have been smarter to leave him unprotected.
Bobrovsky, yeah.
Yeah. It would have been smarter to protect Drigo over Bobrovsky. Yeah, you're right.
Even though Bobrovsky, I believe, has no movement clause, they could have probably asked him, "Okay, can you waive this?"
Oh, that's right. So they didn't have it.
But
And then
even
no-
still,
Chris
and then-
Drieger has
and
joined
then-
them live.
And then knowing Florida's luck, frickin' he'll get back to form in Seattle if they took him.
Right.
yeah, but they're gambling on goalie that's proven to be pretty raw, and Bobrovsky, who's been either lukewarm or ice cold. And when when the upside is lukewarm, that's a bad sign.
Especially at 10 million.
Yeah.
Gonna have a bad time.
And so, so who's after Florida?
That would be
It's Montreal.
Montreal.
All right, go Ping Helvetica.
Hayden Fleury.
Kale Fleury.
Kale Fleury.
Kale Fleury.
I wonder what
defenseman.
the trade for this one was for them to stay away from Carey Price.
I don't think it was a
apparently,
trade. I think because of Price's injury,
like the injury concern was
the
too much for
off-season?
them to actually go for it.
yeah. But Kale Fleury is, I really like this pick for if I'm Seattle. Fleury showed himself some pretty good upside in the postseason, and something tells me this is if this backfires on them, it is going to be horrible. But I see no sign of that happening, and I like that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Ottawa is the next victim.
Yep.
If I can move this, that'd be fantastic. There we go.
Another interesting team of just veteran players, just there and young promising players.
Honestly,
Let's see
it was
what
really
they do.
hard
I didn't
to,
really see any notable names besides Matt Murray, but then again, he didn't do that much.
Texas and Oklahoma have said statements saying that the thing about them playing in the bowl, playing or going to the SEC won't be addressed.
All right.
Derek King
All right.
says his knee is 100%. I say you're 100% trash, buddy.
Let's see. They are.
It seems like Ron Francis doesn't want to take on big contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they got Macklemore there.
Yeah. Macklemore's there. Beast Mode's there.
Bird.
I gotta look up the list again, but there's a bunch of big Seattle people there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Chris
Macklemore's from Seattle.
Paul is the first player to lose 4 series after leading them 2-0 at one point.
Oof.
Joey Daccord.
Yeah, nothing of value.
Joey Deckard. Oh, there's another goaltender.
I see.
I'm assuming that's a
gambling on-
developmental goalie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was another. He was one when they rolled with the youth last year. This was the guy they picked first, and then went to Philip Gustafson.
Yeah.
The fact that the Penguins gave him away for Brassard still looks foolish, but
Yeah.
hindsight is
2020.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. The
And
two-time reigning, defending, undisputed Stanley Cup champions, Tampa Bay Lightning, are up next, and it is a gold mine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at this. All the forwards they could get. Yanni Gord, Tyler Johnson, Matthew Joseph, Andre Palat.
Yanni Gord.
Yanni Gord is off the board.
Yeah.
I-
Oh God! It's trying to autofill it.
Yeah, it's trying to autofill, but guess what? I'm not going to let it. Oh, come on.
You let it. You let it.
I wonder.
Hey, that's okay.
You let it.
I
That's okay.
wonder. I wonder which
This is why
Seattle
God
Sound.
invented the backspace button.
I wonder what Seattle Sounders gonna make an appearance at this expansion draft.
Give it time.
Give it time.
Yeah, we might also see Eddie Vedder.
You got to think it's probably gonna be Raul Rui Diaz or Stephen Fry.
Rui Diaz.
Yeah.
Also, Yanni Gord. That reminds me of that Steve Dangle part when he got speared. Yeah, if you got
Yeah.
gold behind the Yannis, you'd feel upset too.
Oh no.
What?
But
Guess what did you get some midget named Yanni? Fucking midget.
still,
Hey,
Yanni
I don't
Gord.
think we can say that on YouTube or Twitch.
No, we cannot.
Hey, don't worry. I can't monetize this stream anyway.
And now for
Edmonton.
Toronto.
No, Toronto's next. Okay.
Yeah, Toronto's next.
And the wise words of 5 points fades, and we're demonetized.
We've been demonetized because I'm at 11. I think you need to be at 1,000 to be
Damn.
demonetized here.
I'm at 758.
Hey, good for you.
One of my other channels just got to 100 subscribers the other day.
Congrats, man.
How many channels do you
Uh,
have?
I
Steelers.
upload to 4
Vince
typically,
Williams is retired.
Why?
because I there's just so much content I love producing.
Yeah. So anyway,
You should just do one big channel.
I figured that, but it was easier just to
They
branch
have-
them off. It was easier just to branch them off into other channels.
Jared
Jared
McCann from
Yeah.
the Maple Leafs.
So basically,
was
the
the
Penguins-
Oh,
so the
he-
He
Pittsburgh
was on the
Penguins got
Penguins. He
got
then
their guy
gets
for
sent to
free.
Toronto, but now Jared McCann is headed to Seattle.
Here's the first. What in the world are you thinking? Pick not because of Toronto, well, somewhat because of Toronto, but because of the Penguins.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
McCann
was
really
like-
came into his own last year as a great secondary scorer. This is coming from somebody who has seen him play, and it just also makes sense. Just because it feels like now the Penguins are getting top heavy, and as we saw in this year's playoffs, if a team is just top heavy, then they're not going to go far.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that with the team right next to the one you just entered the pick for. Edmonton. Yeah,
They have all of 5 guys.
4, I'd say.
Yeah, McDavid, Draisaitl, the Nuge, Larson, and Mike Smith.
I was going to say Clefbaum, but that's why.
Oh, Clef Ballmer.
Yeah, because Larson has just kind of been there,
Yeah.
and basically,
Oh, they're going to
With-
bring out
with-
another fish.
yeah, with
the
How many
Penny
picks
out
is that?
fish.
7.
Oh, yeah, what's after Toronto?
Toronto, I believe that's it for that division. But let me check. Because I believe if that's it for that division, it would go over to
To the Metro?
yes,
Yeah,
Carolina.
to the Metro. Carolina.
Raleigh.
Raleigh! Please come to our game.
Also, Doug put the ticker back.
Put the ticker back. Hold on a second.
1,
There's-
your second is up.
Jeez, who do you think you are?
Me.
It's only fitting that.
And we're heading to commercial break, so you got some
And the
time.
commercial break. Perfect.
Yeah.
But
Now that's plenty of time for me to update this ticker.
Tick tock.
the McCann pick to me makes a lot of sense for Toronto. They have to me, this is like the Marchessault pick, and it feels like the Penguins are the one who are taking the stupid stick right off the bat because you got rid of the
Mhm.
secondary scorer. You basically got a pick and Philip Hollander, who hasn't been is basically a nothing burger at this point. And you still leave available guys like Pedersen and this is the guy I think should go, Juuso Riikola. Because those
Mhm.
guys
Honestly, I'd say this is dumber for Toronto because essentially the whole reason Pittsburgh would trade him is like, okay, we don't think he's good enough. We don't think he's high enough to be on the protection list, so they at least get something for him. Meanwhile, Toronto, they give up something and get nothing in return.
yeah, but at the same time we're still
But
keeping Mike Matheson.
They protected the rest of the roster, which is the more important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that Mike Matheson got protected to me is a sign and not a good one.
Yeah.
Because Matheson, these past the season before he moved to Pittsburgh, they there are articles that came out saying, okay, this guy isn't really a good fit with us. He comes to Pittsburgh and he's still a net negative.
Yeah.
Plus, if you give up a guy like Patrick Hornquist, who's that great net front presence that we seriously need in Pittsburgh, it's a very, very disappointing move. And again, McCann. McCann to me, it's like if Seattle. I said before I came in here today, if Seattle takes McCann, and then that's going to be a lot of problems. That's going to be kind of the face for them, because even though we don't see him as like the star player, like say Fleury was for Vegas, or
Marshall Salt.
I have a feeling he's going to mold into that Marchessault or Smith kind of player, because you see the promise beforehand, and you see this guy is still going up, and if he's not quite the face of the franchise, I have a feeling it might be Drieger, but at the same time, we don't know. And then you look at Pittsburgh and wonder, what are you guys doing? Because you already lost the secondary scoring, which hurt you guys last year.
Helvetica is in the chat saying, "What the hell happened?" He's saying,
"Hi, Helvetica.
Kale Fleury is gone. That's what happened, Helvetica."
Kale Fleury, another young player who can break out for him.
Well, hey, the ticker's back, yay.
The ticker's back, and now it's gone.
And, yep, you just took it away.
Because we're heading to the next picks.
Yes, we are. And we're now into the Metropolitan Division.
Seattle's first game will be against Las Vegas.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I think they're doing the Washington Capitals next. Not sure.
I was going to say, they might be, if they're doing it in reverse order for this division, then it would be Washington. But if they're doing it in regular order, it would be Carolina. We'll see.
It doesn't help. I can barely hear this, despite my volume being all the way up.
Don't worry, I have it on.
Tree posted something about the
Egg's
protection.
not on this stream.
What exactly were you drinking again? A tea?
I'm drinking tea.
It's Morgan.
Carolina Hurricanes.
Geeky.
Morgan Geeky.
No.
This. I feel bad for Morgan Geeky. The Carolina Hurricanes wish this guy a happy birthday. 2 days. If I'm not mistaken, it was 2 days ago. They wish him a happy birthday. 2 days later, hey, congratulations, you're going to Seattle.
Happy birthday! Now get the fuck out of my sight.
Unfortunately,
it is like that.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan Geeky.
Yeah. What a nerd.
Unfortunately, by name.
Yeah, but that's again not a bad pick. Carolina had a lot of young players that can play.
Yep.
Let's see.
Your team.
Columbus is starting all over. So who did they give up?
A man.
Who did you pick?
Gavin Bayreuther.
Gavin Bayreuther?
Like there has to be a huge
was
trade
available.
here.
Exactly.
There has to be some sort of massive trade here.
Max
Domi could have been the face of the franchise.
As could Dean Kukin, I'd say. But we'll have to see if there's a trade that comes with that. But
all right,
that's a nothing burger if I ever saw one.
And we head over
haven't gotten any
New Jersey
trades yet.
They haven't announced any trades yet,
That's
which is
stupid.
a bit strange.
It's stupid.
Considering Borgen and Bayreuther got picked.
Yeah.
Are these guys just nothing burgers, or we're going to hear about the trades later? And if it's the first one, Come on, man.
hmm
And now onto the Devils. Right at the top of your list, you have Andreas Janssen.
Hey,
I kind of
it
wonder
just shows
what happens to him.
Nathan Bastain is their
Bastion.
pick.
Yeah,
Nathan
Bastion.
Bastin forward. Nathan Bastin forward.
don't really know much about him.
Another nothing burger.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guess what? It was 4-1.
Get out of here.
I don't get what was Nathan Bastion part of the.
I don't know. Maybe.
13 points in 48 career games for Bastion. This feels like another either nothing burger or trade piece. Same with Morgan and Bayreuther, but salt time.
All right.
Isles.
It's the Isles.
I mean, that's a good list to pick from.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Bailey.
Everly, Palmieri, Green.
Mm-hmm. And Paul
Anyone.
Murray definitely did well during the postseason, especially against us.
Somewhere Tristan Jari is cringing.
And Tree is still exuding salt.
There's someone Tristan Judge trying to find his glove.
Oh, Sue Bird will be announcing the pick from the Isles.
Who's
Yeah,
Super?
the Seattle Storm player.
She's from the Seattle Storm.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised they didn't have a Seattle Sounder announce the Toronto pick.
Give it time. Jordan
Jordan
Eberle.
Eberle.
Ooh.
Eberle. is
I
going
mentioned
to
earlier.
Finally,
guy-
they picked someone that can actually start.
I've mentioned earlier that McCann could be a face of their franchise. Nuh-uh. That's this guy. They're going to probably plaster him on the billboards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jordan Eberle joins them on stage.
Here's your billboard guy that can earn
What
a
do you
spot
think
on
of
the
those?
billboard.
And
What do
here
you
comes
think
the
of those
Rangers pick
jerseys?
next.
I'm okay with the road one, but the one for the home at home is
Too much blue?
Wait. Why does the Wolf family own the two Orlando soccer teams? Like, what the fuck?
Why not? I guess
Make you
the
ask
sa- the same-
questions?
money.
The same reason Kroenke owns an LA football team and Arsenal.
Exactly.
So, wouldn't it be hilarious if New York
And the
actually
Avalanche.
picked Jack Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Well, New York is next, so let's see.
Yeah.
Hey,
The other
I
New
only
York.
have Jack Johnson on this list to help him out.
to
Too
be
bad
nice.
they can't hear me. Too bad they can't see
Just to
this
be
stream.
nice. Like, you know, Jack, you're a noble name. I'll put you on here as someone Seattle may want to take, even though no
I'm trying to help the
Rangers want
Rangers out. I want
Bruh.
Oh, the
to
Rangers,
live
okay.
a few more
And you're trying to
years.
help out Jack himself. All right.
Bruh.
Poor 5 points. He's going to live. He's going to
Bruh.
have blood pressure issues
Why
because of the
hang on,
Giants.
Rebecca's calling me on here. What do you want? I'm live.
Who is calling?
So who did Montreal piss off?
Kill.
Actually,
They
can-
pissed
can-
off
can you hear Rebecca on
Fleury.
my end? Wait, can y'all hear Rebecca on my end? Because apparently he called me.
I can hear Helvetica on your end.
Bruh.
You're
Who's
live,
this?
Rebecca.
Is like the Big 12 about to get like ultra fucked or something? Like just be like no conference anymore?
It was
Where they're
think
going, they
that's
don't
okay.
need conferences.
Let's see. Brad Evans. There's your Seattle
Yeah.
Sounders midfielder.
Here we go, Brad.
He's a
Evans.
back. Don't know why
Yeah.
they say he was a midfielder.
Yeah,
He was a center back.
It was too much of an
MLS.
injury concern.
MLS. He won the MLS Cup with the Sounders
Yep.
in 2016.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yeah, Winnipeg.
Oh yeah, some of them are probably in Houston.
Second intermission.
Yeah,
If they pick Jack Johnson, I'm going to laugh hysterically.
like who with a brain would want to pick Jack Johnson?
Jack Johnson hasn't been the same since his parents
Sidney
financially
Crosby.
fucked him over.
Anyways, I do want to say this thing.
Yeah, like I said,
Colin Blackwell.
Colin
Jack-
Black?
Jack Johnson hasn't been the same since his parents financially
Yeah,
fucked
yeah,
him over.
former Predator legend Colin Blackwell.
Another interesting
Yeah.
pick for them.
Yeah.
Not showed some development last
Yeah.
year, and there's part of me that wonders if he was trade bait.
There we go.
or just like a piece to a trade, but we'll see.
Yeah,
So
tank
I
up.
wonder. So I wonder if the Big 12 disbands.
Yep.
I
New
wonder
York
if the Big.
Rangers.
I wonder if the
think
Big 12 did-
Flyers are up next.
No,
Yes.
the Big
Wait.
12 isn't going to disband.
Yes, it's the
No, they're not.
Flyers next. It's the Flyers, Penguins,
And then the Penguins.
Flyers, Penguins, then Capitals.
Mm.
Are you worried about?
I mean, there's gonna be no Big 12 without Texas and Oklahoma.
Hey, Dark Kirby, you know there's a YouTube chat open, right?
Hmm.
I have the chat open on YouTube.
Oh, hello, chat.
Well, there's not much on it.
Mm-hmm.
So far, it's just Helvetica going, "What the hell happened?"
Yeah. Haveka's just in my background here. For some
Okay,
reason,
I think
all the
we're-
way from Canada, he's sitting right behind me.
All right, we're heading to a commercial break. It appears,
All right, commercial break.
Yes, we are.
and we are. All right, now
All right, see
I
ya.
get to update the ticker. Oh, you're going?
Okay, I have Haveka's done with the call.
Helvetica's done with the call. Good to
Yeah.
know. Now, let's update some stuff.
Yeah, I was getting all. I was listening to all you bastards at the same time, and I was getting confused.
Oh.
I'm concerned with what Pittsburgh's going to do, only because they ditched McCann first of all, which is a bad,
Mhm.
which to me is a bad move, and
Yeah.
now they have they again. You keep Matheson, you're keeping. You're not waiving Letang. You're not waiving Letang, even though he's been kind of going downhill for you.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's been part of their big core for years, but we already saw what they did with Fleury. And Malkin and Crosby still doing all right. And I just personally hope that Seattle takes Ricola. Ricola, from what I've seen when he has played, has been one of those people who just keeps getting buried behind players he should not be buried behind. So something like Seattle could be a good start for him. Because if he keeps getting put behind like Matheson, Cody Cece, even Letang.
Yeah.
It just feels like this guy needs a new start or somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Because if he's, again, and I've said this before, I think he could be a star in this league if you give him a team that's going to let him explore his potential. Because we've seen that potential so far, and it's been pretty good. The problem is somebody is not willing to really explore it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, also, so
Okay,
what are your
I
thoughts
added-
on the Ryan Ellis trade?
Ryan Ellis.
Ah,
What happened to him?
There was a three-way trade.
yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nolan Patrick went to Vegas.
Then to Nashville.
Cody Glass and Felipe Myers went to Nashville, and Ryan Ellis went to Philly.
That was crazy.
I'm just surprised because it's feels like Ellis has been part of their defensive core for the past few years.
Yeah, he's been on top liner with Roman Yossi. Well, when he's been healthy.
Yes,
That's his problem.
he's been injured, but at the same time, when he has been able to play, he has been a core piece to their defensive identity, playing alongside Yossi, as you just mentioned, Reckoning.
Yeah,
So
Yossi.
the fact that he's gone now means you have to gamble on some players which might or might not work.
It'll probably be
Even worse, you're now without Rene too.
Yeah.
If you know a Predators fan, offer them a drink because it's been a rough.
Yeah. Although
All
Rene
right.
was our backup. Rene was our backup for the last half of the season.
And we are back from
UC
commercial break.
Stars has taken the reign of too good right now.
Yeah.
That Cup team will forever be too good right now.
Yes. And they're about to announce
Fuck you,
the Flyers pick. we are back from commercial break.
Fuck commercials.
Well,
At least
if
it's
it wasn't for commercials, I wouldn't have time to update this ticker. So,
exactly. And
who the
depending on
hell
the person, it
pinged
could,
me?
it could be bad.
That would probably be Helvetica.
No, it's not.
Damn.
It's he's pinging us for the tree live stream.
Oh yeah.
Does he realize
oh,
how
yeah, the
late
ping
he
roll.
is?
Oh, the ping roll.
Yep, the ping roll.
Remember when Ketchup and Red did the at everyone? Like the entire general tribe lost their shit at them.
Mhm.
On every server that I go in, my first thing I always do is just mute everyone and hear.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got after they picked
Wait
Arizona,
hold on a minute.
Carson Tworinsky.
Carson Wawrinski?
Wawrinski.
Like Monica Lewinsky?
No, Twarynski. Wawrinski.
Tornsky.
Wawrinski forward. It's got to be another.
Yeah, that has to be a
Nothing
trade.
burger. There has to be a trade there.
Yeah.
All right, and now we go to the Penguins.
Let's
You
see.
gotta
Oh,
expect some
Penguins!
big
How are you
name
going to
there.
break?
How is Ron
break us?
Francis gonna take away? Ron
We've already
Francis gets
seen-
screwed
It would be
so
more
hard.
if they go Cody
His
CC.
whole team. You think they're gonna
They've
take
already
CC?
They've already
No,
taken-
just
I don't know. They got Tanev, they got Zucker, they got Peterson.
Yeah,
What
they
the
have
Pedersen.
Ricola. Please just take Ricola and save that poor fella.
Ricola.
Ricola.
But also,
Oh.
just
Who are we
Who
talking
is
about?
this?
Pittsburgh.
Cami
Granato.
Granato, a pro scout for the Kraken.
Okay.
One of the women's hockey players for Canada who's inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame a few years ago.
Yeah.
But also, Cami Granato.
All right. Ready for this zip?
Yep.
Let's
Drink
see
is
what
ready.
happens. Let's see what happens.
We've already
Consume
seen them
alcohol.
I can't consume alcohol. I'm not old yet.
Okay, I was consuming alcohol at 17. It sucked.
Dude,
Well, I can't consume alcohol like in a bar or something.
so they've already gotten us with McCann. Let's see
I
who
didn't
else
tell you
they
to go
take.
to a bar.
Hey, here we go.
Brandon.
Brandon Tanev.
Brandon
is
Tanev.
gone.
Tree is happy. Tree is happy, probably.
Yep, I bet
And
he
you
is.
did it again.
Hey, that's okay. That's why God invented the backspace. No,
No.
no, no.
Wait, didn't Tanev play well for them this year?
Yeah,
Yes.
he did.
Yeah,
Not
he
only
did.
did he play well,
Yeah, he did, but he still has a bad contract.
Ugh.
here's the thing. He's starting to play
And
up to
Brandon-
that contract, but even better for the Penguins.
I can never
He-
not hear "Here is the thing" in McGoat's voice ever again now. Just so we're clear.
Oh, come on, man.
And
But
Brandon
this-
Tanev is joined on stage.
This one is pain. This one also makes you wonder what the Penguins are doing for one reason. Tanev was, for the Penguins last year, the guy to really rile up the other team and kind of get under their skin.
Mhm.
And he was one of the more physical players. And it showed, especially in that series against the Islanders. So I take it the Penguins are into just getting the tar and feather being out of them. I didn't know you guys
Yeah.
were into that, but who am I to judge?
Especially with Tom Wilson in your division.
Not only Tom Wilson, but you have like
Speaking
Jake
of Tom
Voracek.
Wilson and his team,
They're up
Oh,
next.
Yeah, they're up next.
yep.
I'm just
Almost
wondering
lost
what
my
the Penguins are
headphones.
doing, only because you get rid of good secondary scoring, and then you get rid of one of your physical players who's
And
Jo-
and then you remember JR's not even running this team anymore.
no. If this were JR, he'd try and sign like a Tom Wilson or a guy or like a Tom Wilson esque player.
Yeah.
But
All right, the
Tanev,
Washington Capitals. It's another gold mine. You got Connor Sherry,
I
Brandon
forget-
Dillon.
I
Hell,
still can't
even
believe
Alex
that.
Ovechkin is open, but I
Yeah.
doubt they're going to take him.
I
It
still
would be
can't.
amazing if they did.
I still can't believe that I got freaking 5 points to look
Detect
up the Syracuse Smash
Vanacek.
logo.
Vitek Vanacek.
And
The
and that
second
should be all
goaltender
their
overnight.
goalies.
Hey,
Well, they can select one more goalie.
Yeah.
I
Yes, they
It's a
can.
minimum of
I
3
s-
goalies.
I still
But-
can't believe that I got freaking 5 points to look up the Syracuse Smash logo.
Oh yeah. That was a
Oh,
long
yeah.
time ago.
That was a long time ago. I hope you
It was a few
enjoyed
weeks.
your 15 seconds of fame.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Vitek Vanacek. This is. I just have to wonder with this team, what are they doing? Because Samsonov has been good, but who do they have behind him? Anderson isn't getting any younger. Lundqvist is done. So
Yep.
who do they have? Are they just going to rely on Vanacek to bail them out?
I
When he's
guess
only
so.
had one full season.
Excuse me.
But on the other hand,
Vanchek would be the backup.
I don't know because if you have Vanacek and Drieger, those guys can be a good 1A, 1B.
Okay, yeah.
Because both of them last year, from what I've seen, have played pretty decently. Yes, Drieger was injured, and they had to rely on Knight. At the same time, you have that balance of youth and experience because both these guys are pretty good.
Mhm.
And if you, as we saw with Vegas, if you rely on, actually, as we saw with a number of teams, if you rely on one goalie too much, when you go over to the other goalie, then that becomes a problem. With
Exactly.
Vegas, we saw them address that issue with Robin Lehner. We saw
The Red Sox have tacked on another run.
Nice.
We saw the Oilers do that with trying to get Smith to back up Koskinen. I'd say we even saw that with the Penguins rolling with Jari into Smith. But it just looks to me like they're trying a 1A, 1B with a couple of young yet proven goaltenders.
Yeah.
I don't exactly think they're going to be the lights out duo that some people can project, but I think if they're serviceable and can win, excellent. Because you can have as we're seeing with Jacob deGrom, you can have this unreal number for him. It would be ERA for a goaltender save percentage, and you can still get the short end of the stick. Poor Jacob deGrom is all I can say.
Yeah. Oh, this year it's been Corbin Burns.
Mm-hmm.
It's been one of the Milwaukee pitchers, I think Burns.
Yeah, but like your team is not helping you out. deGrom,
Yeah.
if I remember reading right, deGrom has been getting no help whatsoever.
I don't think so.
And he's also been getting injured. He's been getting injured a lot too, and giving the Palm Beach
I think
Cardinals
I'm a little
PTSD.
busy.
Did they hire Ray Searage by chance?
Ray Searage?
Grace Searage.
That is a
No,
name.
they do not have a necromancer on their team.
Hey, or the ex Sandy Koufax teammate, is he still around?
I don't. Oh yeah, they did hire Koufax a couple years ago, didn't they?
No, they hired his 82-year-old teammate.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we are.
And then they lost. Then they lost to the Pirates, and
Yeah.
then watched the Pirates.
Oh, no
implode.
wonder Alex.
Oh,
Morgan's
Doug, you
getting
said we're
here.
halfway there.
Yep, we are. We should
know-
be more than halfway there.
We
For the
are.
second half of the draft.
Yep,
Let's do
I think
Kraken.
so. It's time to get back to the board.
We're just gonna ignore the pun, okay?
It's already been made
No.
enough today, and we're starting off with Arizona. It looks like it's either going to be Arizona or Anaheim. So
So they're going to be doing
yeah.
the Pacific
Actually,
Division next.
no, it'll be Arizona because Arizona's in the Central now.
yeah, Central Division. So Arizona.
Oh, they're doing the
Chicago.
Central. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Arizona,
yeah,
Chicago,
Arizona's moving to the
Colorado,
Yeah, I forgot.
Dallas.
Seattle's going to be taking Arizona's place.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then Arizona will move to Houston.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
they're still picking.
Aha. So their first opponent in Seattle is going to be Vancouver. There goes a market.
They're
for
going
them.
to start their You're going to start off with a rivalry? Oh, boy. I see they're going to be doing the Pacific Division last.
Yes,
Yep.
because that's the division they're going to be in.
But also West Coast, West Coast.
Of course.
Mhm.
Central Time, best time.
I'm not sure about that.
Me either.
All right, Ohio man.
Don't you talk any bit of rancid done about Ohio. You understand that?
I will talk all the rancid dung I want.
And it could be worse. Could be Montana.
It's
Oh,
Montana.
nobody lives in Montana. What are you talking about?
No one lives in Wyoming.
No, you have at least something in Wyoming, the Yellowstone National Park. In Montana,
Actually, is the guys in Wyoming or Montana?
Wyoming.
Okay.
That's Yellowstone National Park, and Yellowstone
Yep.
is in Wyoming.
Yeah. Montana has a lot of deer.
So they're
Tyler
picking Tyler.
Pitlick.
Tyler Pitlick? Yeah.
Journeyman player. What can you say?
I wonder if he's related to the Predators prospect Van Pitlick.
Maybe.
I don't think so, but let's see.
So who's up next?
It would be
After Arizona
Chicago.
would be
No,
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
Chicago. So I'm going all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Again,
Chicago.
Yeah, after Chicago it'll be Colorado probably, so you can
Yeah.
just stay up there.
yeah,
That's
then
good.
Chicago, and then
I don't even have to go anywhere. This is
yeah,
fantastic.
Chicago, Colorado, then Dallas. But
Yeah.
I think they have some Seahawks stars up there.
Yeah, beast mode's there.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, so Marshawn's gonna come up to announce and just say, "I'm just here so I don't get fined."
I want that to happen.
I'm just here so I don't
Yeah.
get fined, and then they just eventually show the player anyways.
Yeah.
And it turns out it is Nikita Zadorov.
Shh.
I wasn't actually saying who it is. I don't even remember who Chicago picked.
I was going
You
to say,
better not.
I was going to say Storov. The fact that Colorado got rid of him, yeah, they got in Brandon Saad, but Storov was again that physical presence and the guy who got under the skin of the other team.
Hey,
I think they want him
Indians.
back.
Hey, the Indians are up 1-0 on the Astros. Fantastic. You're trying to avoid a sweep.
Bang bang.
Oh, it's former Seattle Supersonics players.
Oh. Wait. So the Oklahoma City Thunder.
The Oklahoma
They
City.
don't claim them.
I know. Oh, that felt good. So who is?
I don't know. They're not announcing the pick yet.
Yeah, they're just letting the
I think they're
Thunder
trying to make.
roll
I
on
think they're
Twitter.
trying to make people laugh
How are they attempting to make people laugh?
because it's ESPN. That's why.
I said how, not why.
How?
Yeah.
Oh, the Blues. George Springer hit a 2-run home run.
Great.
Hold on.
He's not an Astro
John
anymore, Doug.
Quenville.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I forgot about that. John
Huh.
Quinville.
Joel's
Huh?
son.
Just second cousin.
Nephew.
See, it wasn't. See, I didn't. See, I didn't
Nephew.
for a duck.
Okay.
It's his nephew.
Because I would be banning you if that happens. You know that, right?
Yeah. John John is Joe's nephew, not his son.
Okay.
I thought
I
it
do
was
not-
second cousin, but I don't know. But either
Too
way,
many Quenvilles.
this is again another young player they can.
All right,
let develop.
Colorado.
There's too many
Colorado,
people.
Jonas Donskoy.
Donskoy.
Oh my goodness! Another depth player who's been solid for them, helping them out.
Yeah. And then after Colorado, it's Pantera.
I'm surprised.
Dallas.
I'm surprised they
Yeah,
didn't expose
Pantera.
Kadri.
Dallas.
Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars.
But also Donskoy I'm pretty sure. Based off this, they're going to let Landeskog just test the open waters. Something tells me he's going to realize, there's not what's out there isn't as great as Colorado and just come back. But that's just me being hopeful. And me and optimism are a very bad combination.
Apparently, Tree's trying to get him to pronounce Jonas Donskoy. Jonas Donskoy.
Jonas. I thought it was Jonas Donskoy, but
It's. I thought it was
Either way.
Jonas.
Hockey players have weird names because they come from like Scandinavia.
yeah,
I
the
know.
Scandinavian names are pretty difficult to pronounce.
Yeah.
Like Kakkonen in the
Yeah.
next column over. Which, by the way, you won't have to move, but we have Jamie Oleksiak.
But that was the ones that we do beforehand because that's when all the Lakers decided to have their fun.
Yeah.
I didn't. Again, this is
the
news to me,
Lakers.
but Oleksiak, another serviceable guy. Not like I see it as kind of like what happened with Anglin. Only Anglin was a Vegas native, and Oleksiak was not a Seattle native. Also, you don't have to move it because we're going to Minnesota next.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, Edmonton's in the Pacific.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Going just so you know, Minnesota, Nashville, St. Louis, Winnipeg. That rounds out the Central.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Yeah, but let's
Why
again.
would Nashville fire John Hines?
To make
He got them to the playoffs in their first season.
Mm-hmm.
Against John Hines' will.
He got them to the playoffs. That doesn't matter.
To be
Yes.
completely honest, the only reason we played our youth was because we didn't have a choice. Everyone was hurt. It's like, all right, I guess we'll call up Tobin in for this.
Whoops.
Yeah, but at the same
Okay,
time,
so the Seattle Kraken jerseys are actually pretty cool.
I like the home ones that they're showing like right now.
Mm-hmm.
The road ones, okay,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
Also, what's game? I just realized every headline whenever a Kraken player doesn't get extended or re-signed, like the headline's going to be they released the Kraken into free agency.
release the Kraken player. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
brother, this guy stinks!
Wait, I'm just saying what the media's going to
Look who's
do.
talking.
Release the Kraken. Jim McCann has been let go by the Seattle Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
at this point, I'm pretty sure we've run out of tomatoes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot Seattle's
All
owner.
right,
Moved.
Carson Soucy.
Susie, I believe it's Seuss.
Who?
Susie, another
Carson Soucy,
nothing burger, I'd say.
defenseman.
I wonder if there's a trade for this.
Same here.
There could be.
Has
All
there
right,
been one
so
trade yet?
next up,
No, but I think
Reckoning.
they might be
You're up
announcing
next.
them later.
Yep,
I don't know.
I know who Nashville's picking. Don't worry, I'm not saying anything before you freak out.
You better not.
So who y'all think is going to be picked if you don't know?
I don't know. We're probably gonna go to a commercial break here.
Well, considering that
Well, not anymore. I stand corrected.
I sit corrected.
Oh, they're gonna bring out the coach.
Dave
Seattle's coach.
Hacksaw.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just get this feeling everybody's been ragging on this guy.
Flyers fans has been saying good luck.
I have a very bad feeling about those predictions. only
Yeah.
because it seemed like Hackstall was between eras. Like they were still trying to find their footing after the 2010 Miracle run, and it wasn't quite to the dominance they are now. Like you had Voracek just starting to come into his own. Goss Spare was there,
Mhm.
as was Couturier. But I'm looking at this roster. I'm thinking, okay, you have the pieces in place. What you have to do now, you have to basically win. Don't give
Mhm.
them a reason to cheer for your team, because Vegas did that pretty well. Florida did that. It took them a couple years, but they
Yeah.
they had it, and then they just
Florida had
fell
a
off a
good
cliff.
run, and it's gone.
Yeah,
Mhm.
then they fell off a cliff, and then you have a team like the Atlanta Thrashers.
Who've now
The
been
second
sent to
Atlanta
Winnipeg.
team.
The Atlanta Thrashers. Need I say
Yes.
more? I think for
I mean, do you
Nashville,
even remember their conference final appearance in 2018?
yeah, because
Say what
Paul,
we said.
because it's Paul Stastny.
Yeah.
I mean, reckoning you should know because
Yeah.
it ended your season early.
Uh,
Oh,
Hey, we're
wait,
getting
they're
commercial
gonna
break.
they're gonna they're gonna make reckoning suffer.
what do you mean you're gonna make me suffer?
I mean, they're gonna take away one of your players.
I already know who they're taking away.
Well, Brandon Tanev is gone.
I
Both
already
McCann-
know. I already know who Winnipeg is gonna lose.
Then shut up.
Thank you.
Don't be saying anything.
Is it commercial break?
Yes, it is
Yes,
commercial
it's
break.
commercial break. Why do you think I have the ticker on?
To tick you off?
Oh,
Get off
boo.
the stage.
Anybody got
Jeez,
tomatoes?
at least Kirby tries. You're just rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid fire because I'm good like that. Quick thinking.
We should just rapid fire tomatoes at this point.
I'm not sure I would call it good. What the?
Alright.
What in the hell?
Okay, I heard someone's mic.
That was supposed to save. What the hell?
Did you delete everything?
No, it did it on itself.
Ouch. So far, no trades. Only, just 2 picks and maybe go, what the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have there not been any trades yet?
I have a feeling they're going to announce those trades at the end.
Yeah.
It's just, again, Vegas, they have, if I'm not mistaken, Vegas, they have the trades, but they didn't go on like right at that moment.
Yeah.
Because
It would be like, oh, they got they drafted this player from Carolina, and they also traded for Riley Smith. I forgot what team he played for.
Riley Smith is with Vegas.
Yeah.
No, I mean before
Yeah,
the
like-
trade.
I was gonna say like that. I
No,
have
save.
I have a feeling it's going to be Pittsburgh who did pull the stupid stick.
Yeah.
Only
There we
because
go.
they
We're
dumped
good.
they dumped McCann, secondary scoring. They then then they just let Tanev go, and he was basically the needed grit they had.
Mm-hmm.
As especially concerns me is with the Penguins. What do they do now? Because we've seen, Sidney Crosby can still produce.
Mm-hmm.
The Evgeny Malkin, get him going. He's still Evgeny Malkin. The goaltending, this is their first year, so give them a bit of time. But now you've lost. Basically, you're relying on that group.
Yeah.
And as we learned with Edmonton, if you're relying on a specific number of players that can only count on one hand, you're going to be doomed because what happens when you shut those players down? And especially with our division, you have teams that can do that. You have Philadelphia, you have Washington, and the Grim and Mr. Wilson himself.
Yeah. We knew what you meant. All
It's
right.
just
we
gambling.
are-
So if the Seattle Kraken are bad, are they gonna get called the Seattle Ass Crack?
Oh, boo!
No,
Boo!
get out of here.
Hey, Kirby. Kirby, your jokes are not cracking anyone up.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh! This is
Dang.
getting painful.
Come on. If I wanted to hear crappy puns, I'd watch the Max Singer. Come on.
I guess I'll have to go into the depths to get better puns.
Shut up.
The depths. That's
I
Okay,
just had
wait.
this
So,
drink
Doc, do you want to take back your statement
Now
about him
it's
badly trying?
Marshawn Lynch.
I just had the drink just shoot
Okay.
in my nose. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Wait, no, Doc. Doc, do you want to take back the statement about Kirby trying?
Let's see.
Because I don't think he is.
How bad it could ping me. Any crap that happened? Just
We've
good.
That
developed-
happened.
we have
Nope.
Just a normal
we've delved
draft
into we've delved into
No
a freaking thing of bad puns.
trades
Yeah.
yet.
I cannot fish you out,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
There's bad puns, there's bad jokes, and then there's Kirby.
Wet.
wait. What did he say? I was too busy trying to make my own joke. What did he say?
I cannot fish you out of this one.
Ugh.
I'll show myself out. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Also to
Callie
Red Duck Win, my
Yarncrook.
apologies.
Yep, Callie Yarn Crow.
Callie Yarncrook.
It's Crow. The K is silent. Or the second K is silent. Callie Yarn Crow.
Oh, Yarn Crow.
Former
Yeah,
Red Wing
like
and
Pekka.
Callie Yarn Crow too.
That's an interesting bit that you bring up. He was drafted by the Red Wings, and they
Yeah.
basically let him go.
Yeah,
They
now-
traded him
Yarn
for,
Yarn
no, we
Crow had
traded
a
him for
career year
David
this year.
Legwand. No, we
Ah.
traded him for David Legwand.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is another interesting case
Who's up
because
next?
After Nashville
St.
is-
Louis.
St. Louis?
Yes.
St. Louis.
But
Yeah.
again, Nashville, that's an interesting case because they had a lot of good players to lose, and they were basically just picking from the lot.
Yeah. We only protected five. I mean, we protected 5 defensemen and 3 forwards,
Yeah, but
plus the
there's,
juice.
there's so many players available to them. It's like,
Yeah.
shoot, what do you
And
got?
of course, we also traded away Arvidsson to the Kings.
Yeah,
The other thing that's disappointing is that Marshawn Lynch didn't say, "I'm just here so I don't get fined yet."
That's upsetting.
Poor thing.
that might have been a fine.
Or just like so much on how you feel about this pick. Yeah.
Whoops.
Another Seahawks player coming up to the stage.
Is it the chef?
Maybe
No.
Young Crow will find his Kale in Seattle.
Stop.
That's not even a pun.
You're not even trying anymore.
That's not even a pun.
Just when I thought you were salvageable.
Yeah.
I haven't been
You look like
salvageable.
a-
Don't
like-
worry,
like how-
I haven't. Don't worry, I haven't been that.
Don't
in
listen to him.
31
He's
years
getting
of my
his dad
existence.
jokes in early.
Yeah. Also,
Bobby Wagner.
Kirby, Callie did good. He did good in
Was it?
Nashville.
Oh
Vince
my
Dunn.
When he
goodness.
gets to Seattle, he's going to
Vince
Yarn
Dunn.
Crow.
Oh my goodness, St.
Yep.
Louis.
Yep. Wait. Again, this has to be a
No.
massive trade to not take Tarasenko.
Well, I think it's because of the injury. That's why Tarasenko wasn't taken.
Bobby Wagner is better than Luke Kuechly ever was. Fight me.
I'm just not going to say anything and then get back to the Vince Dunn pick.
Yeah. So
This, to me,
Yes.
is
Yep.
another big name defenseman that could end up in promotion material, but something tells me on this team he is going to find that next step. And then
And they
Mason
went straight
Appleton.
to Winnipeg. Mason
Okay, King
Appleton.
Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
okay, we need to bring Helv back in for his take, but I see this as another pick that they can help
oh,
elevate his
yeah,
game.
Appleton.
I'm about to do it again.
I'd rather
Ready?
Yeah.
lose him over losing DeMello because their defensive depth sucks.
Yes, that's very true. At the same time, I'm just looking at this and thinking, Mason Appleton. He's been good. He's been on the rise.
Okay,
With that kind of
so
team,
now
he
we're
can
gonna
still
go to
keep going
Anaheim.
up.
Go find the Ducks.
And then, wow, that's shocking.
Duck, go to the Ducks.
Hold on. I'm updating the
No.
ticker.
They're showing the draft order and counting Seattle. 5 of the top 10 teams in the draft are from the Pacific Division.
Dang.
What does that say?
It says that the Pacific Division may or may not be even group of death. Who knows?
Or just incredibly
It depends
top
on how well they draft.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember who Anaheim's getting. I'm not saying anything.
Shut.
I'm shutting.
I don't remember who they were getting.
Yeah, honestly, it was one of the more obvious picks. That's all I'm gonna say.
All I'm gonna say is this, and they're leaving Henrique open. If they don't, if they take him, then that's another star player that they
Oh.
have. But who is this?
I don't know who this is either.
Did
It's
they announce the
another
pick?
Flurry.
Yeah,
Hayden
Hayden.
Hayden Fleury.
Flurry.
Yeah, Hayden Fleury. Yeah, that was a big consensus pick.
Yeah, Hayden Fleury. That seems like another trade piece right there.
What position does he play?
I think he's a deep. I think he's a defenseman.
Yes, he is.
Okay. All right.
Wait, I should say, has there not been one trade yet?
I don't know. Maybe we're just desperate.
Yeah, and
Well, like, the
he's a
Ja-
defenseman for the Ducks, but he was moved over to Anaheim from Carolina
Is
last
Calgary
season.
next? I think Calgary's next. So you just move over a little bit.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
It's Calgary, Edmonton, and Los Angeles is the next 3.
Okay, so just move your spreadsheet to the right.
There we go.
Yeah. This is an interesting bunch right here. You have Milan Lucic, who's kind of there. Derek
Why would they
Ryan,
pick Lucic?
trade piece.
He's not a trade piece with that contract.
Hey, you sent.
Like Calgary would probably have to
think
give
of
up-
this. Andrew Ladd, that trade happened. Milan Lucic could go here, and they and
Yeah, that's
who
the thing.
knows?
Like Calgary would have to give up a ton of picks
I also
for,
be
for them to take
surprised.
Lucic.
I'd also be surprised if
I'll
they
get
take
back.
Giordano,
Yeah.
because when they left him open, I realized they left him open. That's it. That signals to me that they want to dismantle the core, and we know somebody who's mentioned they should start dismantling that.
A particular Yinzer.
Yes, a particular Yinzer has mentioned time to start tearing them down. So the
Yep.
fact they left Mark Giordano, labeled here as Mike Giordano for some reason,
Mm.
it's a bit odd. Because I figured
And
Calgary,
guess what? They are going to another commercial break.
Yay!
I figured Calgary would keep trying the same old thing with Giordano, Gaudreau, and Monahan over and over again. So Giordano, wide open. It's a sign. I'm not sure what kind of sign, though. You guys will have to tell me.
I would not tell you.
No, I'm just saying that they left Giordano open.
Yeah.
What kind of sign is that for the Calgary faithful?
So, Doug, did you see what happened to Pittsburgh today? Or the Steelers?
Yeah, Vince Williams retired.
Yeah. Well, at least we have Spillane.
Yeah. I hope Spillane is able to keep his magic from last year, because he did,
Especially
pretty damn good.
especially that play against Derrick Henry.
Oh yeah, he did pretty good, substituting for Devin Bush.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I assume he's going to rotate with the rookie Buddy Johnson.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Blaine versus Henry play that actually solved a very big paradox.
Mhm.
What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? The winner, immovable object wins. Ping Robert
Mhm.
Spillane.
I
Yes.
just don't know what the Steelers are doing because
Uh,
as nice as it is to have all these pieces like coming in, you have
Mhm.
veteran leaders not only
it's
going out,
because
but
I can explain to you what's happening.
you have the leader of men, aka Captain.
Yeah,
You know
Fat
what?
fuck.
Yeah, we know.
You have him leading and something. And I know the Steelers don't tank, but I'm seeing these moves and wondering: are the Steelers trying to
They're going to
rebuild
be
on the
mediocre.
fly?
Yeah, we're essentially
Rebuilding on the fly doesn't work. Just ask the Baltimore Orioles.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Steelers don't tank, and they honestly
Everyone
the
keeps
Rooney's care
saying
way too. Wait, hang on.
Okay.
The Rooney's care way too much about loyalty and family. So sometimes it's hard for them to just
Loyalty.
accept that that's a cruel business.
Yeah,
It's a
say
business. It's a cruel business. Sometimes you just have to tell people to fuck off.
point
Mhm.
made. Also,
Family
Kirby.
and the Steelers way.
Yeah, Steelaway is stupid.
Yeah, what were you going to say, Kirby?
I'll just say that sounds like the Eagles. Like people talk about people keep talking about they're rebuilding on the fly. It's like no, they should be fully rebuilding. They have
No,
one of the worst.
They're not rebuilding on the fly. They're tanking.
They
I
have
think
a bottom 5 roster.
Yeah, I think what ruined them was the tenure of Peterson. Even though he did get them a Super Bowl, after that 1 year,
Mm.
it went downhill. And you can see,
After Reich left,
yeah,
you could see that. You
The
could
problem
see
with
that.
Peterson, is he couldn't think for himself. Like everything was determined by the computer overlords.
Right.
or his fellow coaches.
Yeah,
So
it's like
when you lose
it-
one piece of the Jenga tower, the rest of it collapses.
Yes.
he's basically
And
a
then
baseball
last
guy.
year-
Like, okay, what does the computer say? Okay, do this.
And then
Mhm.
last year, the whole team got fucked sideways with injuries.
Mhm.
And everyone's like, "Oh, if Winston suck," I'm like, "No, Bill Belichick and Patrick Mahomes wouldn't have been able to save that team. That's how
Yeah.
bad it got."
Ah,
That's what happens when you have bad drafts and bad contract acumen. It keeps
Right.
happening.
but don't tell that to them. They want to keep believing that they're not that they're digging they're digging into a mine instead of digging their grave.
Yeah. No,
Or they could think
Roseman's gone after this year.
Yeah.
his contract is up after this year.
Yeah, and they won't keep it.
Hopefully,
Yeah. Yeah.
unless
they won't do what
unless he somehow pulls Deshaun Watson out of his ass.
Jeez. Why would Deshaun Watson want to go to Philly?
I think
I-
you want to go anywhere but Houston.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
I have a feeling he's going
Who's
to Oakland because they don't
Mike,
care. They just want
give me
personality.
Vegas.
Giordano.
Giord-
They
oh
did
my!
go Giordano.
They took Mark Giordano.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mark
Hold on.
Giordano.
Oh,
That's Giordano.
the Revs now lead Miami 5-0.
Ouch.
Miami has been.
Mark. The
So
captain of the
Toronto
Flames.
FC and New York Red Bulls are tied. Chicago
Yeah.
leads DC United.
How about the Crew?
They are still tied as well.
All right.
No score with Nashville.
And then there were 4.
Oh yeah, we need to ping Helvetica again.
This is
Yeah.
a surprise to me.
Or
Giordano-
the Eagles could, or some people think that a quarterback who should have been taken in the 4th round will save everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, that was a huge mistake.
I mean, it's not lost by a bad
Like,
team, so
what was it the original plan for Hurts to be like a Taysom Hill?
yes.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, that was never going to work.
Yeah,
even
quarterback
Taysom
who
Hill
should-
doesn't work.
The thing of it is, he would have been there in the 3rd round. You could have taken him
And
over the
possibly the
linebacker who didn't fucking play.
Yeah.
Our best pick of the 2020 draft class was a 4th round tackle named Jack Driscoll.
Ooh. Is he related to Jeff? Has Jack been protecting Jeff in high school or some shit? I don't know.
Yeah, he is. His father's John Driscoll. He was a 12th round pick by the Bills.
This is surprise to me that Giordano got taken. Of all the core pieces,
Oh, that's what I was supposed to look up. How old is he?
of all the core pieces to
He's-
leave the Calgary
He will be
system,
38. He will turn 38 during this upcoming season.
Yes, he'll be 38.
Yeah.
And on this list, Predators legend, the real deal, James Neal.
The real deal,
Mhm.
James Neal. We bury you in $5 and you're quite literally scratched.
I think this
Yeah.
is another one of those picks that I already know. I won't
Yeah.
say it, obviously.
Thank goodness. But-
Everyone knows what this pick is.
I don't.
You know, don't worry, we won't spoil it for you.
Thank you. But
Yeah.
again, the Giordano move just surprised me only because there's that start to the rebuild that was talked about. And of all the people to take, you take the guy who's got the most mileage. Yes, he can lead and be your captain, but at the same time,
Let's see. Kyle Lewis from the Seattle Mariners will announce the pick from the Oilers.
the new face of the franchise.
Yep.
Supposedly.
What?
I will post it in the chat in the group.
Okay.
Don't post it in Tree.
Adam Larson.
Adam
Yep, Adam
Larson.
Larson, who got signed to a 4x4 in Seattle.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
Yeah, he got signed to a 4x4 earlier today.
Wow.
I just posted it in general in the chat room.
Adam Larson, who's just starting to come into his own. And I mean, I think he's
Apparently, earlier in the draft on ESPN, they called the team the Carolina Panthers.
Yep, they did.
for that
I
football.
don't know which one they were trying to refer to, but either
It's
way, they're
okay.
wrong.
They recently got hockey back.
They are too concerned with their football.
John Madden,
Mhm.
John Madden, football.
All right, we're down to 3 picks.
We are down to the final 3, and then hopefully we will see them announce trades.
It's probably gonna happen while we go over the roster.
Because there's
Like how
nothing.
about a good plan?
Curtis McDermott.
Curtis McDermott?
Okay. Yeah. Again, another one where I think they could have done this in a trade, but this is also a player who's just starting to come into his own with the Kings.
Update the. Come on, NHL PR, update your Twitter.
Again, this could have a trade attached to it, but at the same time, if
We
it
haven't had a
doesn't,
single trade.
yeah. And now on to the Sharks.
The Sharks.
The Shorts. Shorts. Shorts.
Let's see.
Honestly, even if I'm like like SCL, like none of these 4 names look enticing to me.
One does to me.
Not even Martin Jones.
No, Ryan Donato.
Oh, Ryan Donato.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
Good depth player has
Yeah.
been. Alexander
if it's
True?
not Donato, then it's probably
Alexander True?
depth guy, but I guess.
Another
Oh
nothing
yeah, Alexander True. Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
Another
Honestly-
one I'm just surprised because you have Simek, you have Donato there. There has to be a trade attached to this. There has
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Alexander True pick is really false.
Yeah. And we are down to our last pick.
And it comes from the Vancouver Canucks. Let's see.
Is Canuck just another word for Canadian?
I believe
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a burger joint down here called the Kooky Canuck.
so. I also
Apparently, they have
one
like
question.
poutine burgers and shit.
Poutine burgers. Now that actually sounds good.
Okay, get your ass down to Tennessee then.
I wish I could. I wish I could, but I gotta get my parents' permission.
I also have to say that would sound
Kraken to
good
play
if I
their
didn't have
first
pizza.
game at Vegas.
Yep, at Vegas.
Vegas.
I guess you what natural schedule is.
The two newest
Vegas.
teams.
So I'm guessing they're also going to start with the two oldest teams playing each other.
That would be Toronto and Montreal.
Yep, that sounds about right.
And now we have the two youngest teams going at it for their first game.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also a great way to open season because Hockey Night in Canada.
Fowler's trying to get us to play BGO.
Yeah. Yeah, we tell like after.
You tell him. Because right now I'm in the middle of
After the
streaming
draft.
this.
Who is this guy?
He's one of the co-founders.
Oh,
Jeff Bezos? No way, he's in space.
No.
I forgot he rode a giant dick into space.
Yeah, he did.
that takes balls.
Like from Austin Powers.
Oh,
Who?
Cole Lind?
Cole Lind?
Cole.
What?
Another player we gotta see if there's a trade attached. When you have Edler, you have Sutter, you have Louis Erickson's massive contract. You have all those? What?
Yeah. All right. So now we have your 30 draft picks here. Let me update the ticker and then we'll get right to it. LA is
Seattle is boned.
and tell them to stop with the let's get Kraken.
You will not hear that joke until the opening day is passed. Yeah.
And then you know that all these jokes are going to be made by a bunch of crackheads, right?
True. Even though if it's trying to, I don't know if you're trying to be funny there, but there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah, crackheads, cracking.
Kraken,
no.
crackheads.
Get crack-a-lacking.
Shut up.
Oh, so is that the end of the expansion draft?
That
Yeah.
is the end of expansion
That
draft.
is the end
Well-
of the draft.
And nothing of value was lost.
Well,
If you're
Well-
the Penguins, sure.
Unless you're the Penguins.
The
okay,
yeah.
the crew in
Penguins and the Leafs.
Nashville are through
All right.
90 minutes of stoppage time.
So,
Go Nashville.
are you guys going to wait for Helvetica to get in there?
I'm just here. It's up to you guys.
Yeah. I mean, what's left to say? Most of these guys are unknowns. You have you have three guys that might be able to.
Donskoy. Donskoy is good.
Well, here's the biggest surprises to me were Babe Ruther. The pick from Vancouver was a surprise.
At
but
the
also,
final. It is a final. Columbus
Honestly, if I
Nashville
was-
finishes scoreless.
Lynn,
Yeah, it's
honestly,
fine. We'll
if
take
I
some
was
points.
Seattle, I actually would have gone for a top heavy team, like
Mhm.
Tarasenko, Domi, Ovi.
Yeah, I was
No,
surprised they didn't take Domi.
Domi.
Mm.
I'm surprised that Domi was not taken as well. but only because
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Bayreuther-
head on out. So you
All right,
guys
see
have
ya.
fun.
All right, Kirby,
All right.
see ya.
It's good with
But
Now only good
Tarasenko,
jokes
I
are in
can
the chat.
see why they didn't pick him because he can be injury prone.
yeah, but they got Vince Dunn. Vince
Yeah.
Dunn is a
Yeah.
good piece for the defense. Jamie Lauzon is another good one. But what
Mhm.
I'm surprised by most is Penguins. What are you doing? You get rid of you get rid of Jared McCann for
Yeah.
Philip Hollander, a pick, and Philip Hollander is
And
raw as sushi still. And then
Mhm.
you get rid of Brandon Tanev.
well, they didn't get rid of Brandon Tanev. They just didn't protect Brandon Tanev. Seattle got rid of him.
Yeah, but you got rid of Brandon Tanev, who's been a net positive and has really shown his own against a team as that can be nasty like the Islanders in the
Mhm.
postseason. And you leave Mike Matheson, who's basically
Yeah, I don't know why
Koshnikov.
they protected Matheson. I don't understand why.
But I also am looking at the goaltending situation and seeing something very interesting. Again, they didn't go for these guys who've had a lot of mileage. They're going for these guys who have some experience, but not overly much, in both Drieger and Vitek Vansnek. Vansnek?
Yeah.
But I'm seeing this and thinking, these guys, as a 1-2 duo, I like that.
Mhm. All right. So, is there any others?
Yeah. I'm just looking through everything. Yanni Gord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured they're
Well,
going
yeah. Well,
of
Tampa
all
Bay
the
was.
of all the players they could lose, that one is going to hurt the least because you still
Yeah,
have Johnson,
yeah,
Palat, and Killorn.
Also,
Besides-
wasn't losing Goyson just going to magically help their cap situation, anyways?
I
Yes,
think so.
and I
Yeah.
also I'm just trying to look through all of your picks. Cholowski, I like that pick. If I'm Detroit, yeah, Alexander True was another one I'm surprised by, as well as Will
Yeah.
Borgen.
Mm-hmm.
We have to wonder with Borgen, with Bayreuther, with guy from with Lind. You have to wonder, and also maybe True as well, but you have to wonder what's going on there
Mm-hmm.
because these nothing burgers, either there's a trade attached to them, or they see something we don't. And I
Right.
don't see that. Also, Carson Warinsky.
Yeah.
But I know this. You guys are probably going to disagree, but I think Pitlick was a great pick for them. He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
really. He's not really this guy's going to shoot the lights out. But at the same time, he's been around the league a while. He's with Edmonton when they were bad. He was with Dallas as they were starting to get into Stanley Cup form. He bounced from Philly to Arizona last year. So this guy's got some mileage, good depth player, but for the young players that they're going to have, it's fantastic. And then there's the Islanders.
Yeah.
I feel again the Islanders, they left a lot of good pieces open. You knew they were going it was going to hurt,
Mm-hmm.
and they take
Right.
the fact that they didn't pick Bailey is not bad, but the fact that it's Eberle instead, yeah, that's gonna be painful.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to figure out like other guys who could be billboard guys.
Also, check the link.
Who are going to plaster all over the board like Vegas did with Flurry. Eberle
What
seems
link?
to be that guy.
In the private chat.
Okay.
Yeah. Eberle seems to be that guy.
Yeah, Eberle, Drager, McCann.
McCann could definitely be that guy. Tanev would be a good guy for like
Tanev would be more of like a third line,
As-
like middle six, maybe.
the same way Reeves is for the Knights, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out who else was really surprised, but Borgen's the big Borgen and Beirut are the big two for me.
Yeah.
Only because
Yeah.
again, you see these names available. Like you have Miller, you have Tokarski, who could have been pretty good for them. You have Max Domi available. You have
Yeah.
Ryan Donato for the Sharks too, and you pick those guys. What?
Yeah, and
What we know is that before the night began, there were multiple paths that they could have gone.
they chose probably one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
And
Like
then you
Jordan
see,
Eberle,
Zeb, check the private chat real quick.
yeah,
I did.
Is it-
Like Jordan Eberle, I can get because Islanders had plenty of players available. You had Josh Bailey, you had Kyle Palmieri, who did extremely well. Jordan Eberle was there. You couldn't mess up the Islanders pick.
the
Mhm.
the,
You
island,
didn't.
the Islanders, the way I saw it, they had too many good players, and it was
Yeah.
going to be painful for them.
Yeah.
Same with I think Nashville. You saw the names that are available to them. You had
Like Matt
Duchesne, you had
Duchene.
Yarncrook, you had Cousins for depth,
I
Johansson.
mean, I
I mean,
mean,
what was Yarncrook?
Johansson and Duchesne weren't we'd probably have to pay Seattle to give them up.
They are serviceable, and that's the thing. And then, of course, you have as I'm looking at the bottom, Jonas Donskoy. That's another player who I'm actually who I think was a pretty good pick for them
Yeah.
because he again not quite a player that's going to knock the lights out, but he is a good top 9 forward.
Yes, he is.
And then
Mm-hmm.
to me, the biggest surprise, other than the Penguins somehow screwing this up twice, would be Calgary dismantling their core that I thought that they'd keep running over and over again by taking Mark Giordano.
Mm-hmm.
Giordano, the captain of the team, the guy who's been at the heart of this team since when they had Jonas Hiller in net, if you can remember that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden just lose him like that. It's a shakeup for sure, but something tells me there's something else going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know if I'm looking at that if I'm Calgary. But otherwise, looking at this team, they have their top at the very least they have a top they have a good defense.
Mm-hmm.
The forwards, not sure about the goaltending. We'll see. They're good, but also coming off some dare I say screwing with them.
Yeah.
Injury with Rieger, and then Vansnick also. I think he dealt with an injury, but he was kind of pushed behind Anderson and most notably Samsonov. But yeah, again, if nothing else, they have a decent defense. The question is what can they build from that? Because Hackstall, I think Hackstall, he was with the Flyers. He had if I remember correctly, his defense was suspect, but his forwards were good, and then the goaltending was also just there.
Right.
We had Steve Mason in that, and then your backup was like a Michael Neuwirth. That's a bit suspect. And then you have to go up against like a Pittsburgh or a Washington or even a New York at that time. Just looking through again, Loson, Dunn, Quenneville's a forward, but that could be another good pick. But
Mm-hmm. Any others that you want to talk about?
I'm just checking at the top bottom of the screen. McDermott, I thought was interesting because he's been on the rise. Yanni Gore we already went over. Jerry McCann we went over. Adam Larson I think we just went over.
And then you have
Oh yeah, go ahead.
And then you got Appleton. Appleton, I think that was another good. I think that was a good pick for the.
I
from the
think so
Jets.
too.
And
Appleton hasn't again. If you talk about players who are serviceable, that is the ultimate definition because he's not going to wow you with his star power, but he's going to fill whatever role you need him to pretty well. Especially if you have him as like a penalty killer. He's if I remember seeing him right, if I remember seeing it right, they had him do that with Winnipeg, and when they did, it worked out pretty well.
hmm
And then Detroit picking Cholowski. I looked at that again. Cholowski. It's a big relief for Detroit, but it does feel like Seattle could be the fresh start he needed. I don't know if it will help, but considering he's stuck with the other last of the Holland picks, and the post Holland picks are starting to really emerge onto the scene, you have to wonder if he's going to really be much of anything.
hmm
And then, of course, Dackord, just to go over the last of the goaltenders. Dackord's just the guy that can have in the minors, like what Vegas did with Berube.
hmm
And
You have
go ahead.
goaltenders. You had Vitek Vanacek. I think he did pretty well with Washington when he
He
was filling in.
He worked
then-
well as a 1A, 1B with Samsonov, I thought.
Right. You had Chris Drager from the Panthers. I think he did okay filling in for Bobrovsky.
Actually, in this
And
past
then
season,
Georgia-
go ahead, Reckoning.
I was just going through the other ones.
Yeah,
Oh.
Drieger in the past season, even though his year was hampered by injuries, this year and the year before, he basically stepped up instead of Bobrovsky. So that I think he could be the number one starter if they don't do a 1A, 1B with Vitek Vancenik. But if they do that 1A, 1B, which it looks like they're going to do, you got the perfect combination.
Mm-hmm. And Joey Dracord,
Yeah.
I think, is going to be It's going to be heading down to the minors, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I think he's the third goalie in their mix.
Yeah. And I think somebody. So who would be your starting goaltender here? Vanacek or Drager?
Drager.
Drager.
I say Drieger as well. But again, I think other than Dackord, who we've all agreed is the odd man out in the goalie situation, they could roll with
Right.
either of them and not be too bad.
Yeah. So if nobody has anything else to say, I'm going to tell Helvetica that we're going to end this stream.
Might as well.
All right.
I pinged him and he said he has 1 period left.
And he could describe what he feels about this draft on Saturday, I think.
Yeah. So he'll probably be doing that.
Okay. All right, I pinged him. So, Zep, any final thoughts?
Absolutely. This is my first time joining a podcast like this and joining in with this, whatever you call it.
Podcast.
It's a
I was
podcast.
gonna say insanity, but that works too.
Yes. Insanity. You can even say it's a sports disaster.
Yes. That
Good
is
one.
why we ended it.
I was gonna
That's why
say
we
this
named
is
it that.
especially. I was really hoping. I went into this not knowing any of the picks you guys did, so props to you guys for not spoiling it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
but
welcome.
I only knew 2 of the picks.
But also,
Which one's Larson and Fleury?
No, Larson and I think Jamie Oleksiak.
Okay.
But it's also interesting now to see these are the players Seattle picked. We don't know what trades came. They might come up at a later time.
Right.
And
Whoa. Zap. Zap.
Zep has the internet.
Zap.
Zep has the internet. He's frozen.
Yeah, he's completely frozen.
Someone screenshot this for a reaction picture.
I better hurry.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Well, shall we
Save as
should
screenshot.
we end it? Should we end it here with the internet?
Oh, there he is. Let's remove him.
and
Let's add him back. He's
Oh,
back.
there you are.
I had a feeling that would happen. I just thought
The internet
because
to end the stream.
you dealt with that earlier, Red Rover Duck. When I dealt with it
Just call
now.
me Duck.
Just call me Duck.
Yeah, Duck. Okay. So Duck dealt with it earlier. Now I dealt with it. The other one was completely safe as Reckoning.
yeah, but I normally don't get safe on game night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I end up getting. He's frozen again. Oh, there you are.
Hey, don't worry. He's back.
There you go. I just screenshot that one for another reaction picture.
Hey, don't worry. The first time I had plenty of time. Don't worry. About it.
Yeah.
All right, Reckoning. Any final thoughts?
Nope.
Nope. All right. So that does it for this special presentation of the sports disaster.
Almost went 2 hours.
We will. Yeah. Now
Last
we're
night,
50,
baby.
51 to be exact. Anyways,
I'm
we're
out.
going to be back Saturday. And I think we're going to be on Helvetica's Twitch
Yeah.
again. And we will continue on from there. Till next time, enjoy the final 30 seconds of it because I just want to play this countdown.